Imagine driving away from the pump without realizing you've just filled your tank with fuel that's quietly harming your engine. It sounds dramatic, but according to mechanics and fuel system experts, the quality of petrol and diesel varies more than you might think. Some stations' fuel lack the additives your engine needs, while others go above and beyond to protect your car. Today, we're diving into 12 gas station chains to avoid and then 4 that are actually worth your business. So, let's get into it. Number 1. Circle K. Circle K has rapidly grown into one of the largest convenience store and gas station chains across the United States and Europe. But that scale is exactly what has mechanics worried. The company operates through a mix of corporate-owned and franchised locations, and this inconsistency is reflected in the quality of fuel and equipment maintenance from one site to the next. Some Circle K locations sell fuel sourced from top-tier providers, while others offer generic gasoline that may not contain the necessary detergent additives to keep fuel systems clean. Customers have reported variations in fuel performance depending on which Circle K they visit, and mechanics note a higher frequency of injector clogs, carbon buildup, and mileage complaints among drivers who rely exclusively on lower-grade fuel from such chains. Circle K's branding and promotions often distract from the underlying issue. Their fuel quality is hit or miss, and there's very little guarantee you're getting fuel that meets modern engine requirements. For those with turbocharged or high-mileage engines, the risk of uneven fuel quality makes Circle K a station to avoid unless there's absolutely no alternative. Number 2. Murphy USA. Murphy USA is a gas station chain known for its low prices, often positioned adjacent to Walmart stores, and heavily marketed toward value-conscious drivers. But the discount doesn't come without drawbacks. Murphy USA stations frequently cut costs through centralized fuel sourcing, which means you may not be getting high-quality or premium-grade gasoline, even if the pump is labeled that way. Many locations do not participate in the top-tier gasoline program, which certifies fuels that include effective detergent additives to keep your engine clean. Mechanics regularly warn that prolonged use of substandard gasoline, particularly in cars with direct injection or turbocharged engines, can lead to deposit buildup on fuel injectors and intake valves, rough idling, and diminished performance. Additionally, single nozzle dispensing systems used at some Murphy USA locations can result in cross-grade contamination, leaving drivers who pay for premium fuel unknowingly getting a diluted product. For a few cents more per gallon, there are much better options that offer actual long-term engine protection. 3. Speedway. Speedway is another chain that prides itself on affordability and convenience, with a large footprint across the Midwest and Eastern U.S. However, that affordability often comes at the expense of consistent fuel quality. Many Speedway stations are independently operated and may not use branded fuel or maintain strict adherence to detergent additive standards. Several automotive technicians and enthusiasts have raised concerns about Speedway's use of single-hose pumps, which can unintentionally mix fuel grades and shortchange customers purchasing premium gasoline. This is especially harmful for vehicles that require high-octane fuel for knock prevention and optimized performance. Furthermore, Speedway's gasoline is not always top-tier certified, meaning the minimum level of detergent additives required to keep combustion chambers clean may not be present. While it may be convenient to shop at Speedway on a road trip or to save a few bucks, repeated use can gradually introduce deposits that affect engine efficiency, responsiveness, and emissions control systems. Number 4. Arco. Arco is widely recognized for offering some of the cheapest gasoline in the Western United States, and that's exactly what draws in large numbers of drivers. But auto technicians consistently report that long-term Arco customers tend to suffer from fuel-related issues more often than drivers who use top-tier brands. While Arco's parent company is BP, the fuel sold at Arco stations does not consistently meet top-tier detergent standards, and its cheaper pricing often reflects a no-frills approach to fuel formulation. Vehicles running on Arco gas over time may experience injector fouling, engine pinging, and poorer throttle response, especially in vehicles that are performance-oriented or have smaller displacement engines. Because Arco markets primarily to budget-conscious drivers, there's little emphasis on premium fuel grades or additive-rich options, and that creates a one-size-fits-all problem for drivers who need more. Mechanics commonly recommend rotating in higher quality fuel occasionally, if you must use Arco. But if you want to avoid buildup and long-term damage altogether, steering clear is the safer choice. Number 5. Jet. Jet operates in several European countries and is often associated with low-cost fuel and bare-bones service stations. These prices may be appealing. Jet is not a top-tier participant in many regions and typically offers fuel that only meets the bare legal minimum for detergent content and combustion cleanliness. In regions like the UK, independent garages have reported that vehicles using jet gasoline on a regular basis exhibit more severe carbon buildup and injector clogging, particularly among older cars or those with direct injection systems. Jet rarely offers higher octane or enhanced additive premium options, which leaves consumers with little choice but to use the lowest common denominator fuel. Over time, this can lead to poor fuel economy, decreased engine power, and increased wear on emission systems. If you're driving a modern vehicle that demands consistent fuel quality, Jet may not offer the protection your engine needs. Number 6. Supermarket fuel stations. Supermarket fuel stations like Tesco, Asda, Sainsbury, and Morrison's in the UK often boast some of the lowest prices at the pump. But experts caution that cheap doesn't always mean cheerful. Unlike fuel sold by Shell, BP, or Esso, supermarket petrol typically lacks the robust additive packages that prevent carbon buildup and help modern engines operate at peak efficiency. Though these fuels technically comply with European fuel standards, they often fail to include detergent concentrations recommended by automakers for deposit control. Mechanics frequently observe that vehicles filled exclusively with supermarket fuel tend to require injector cleaning or fuel system maintenance sooner than those filled with branded fuels. The issue becomes especially problematic for cars with direct fuel injection, where intake valves don't get washed with fuel and are more prone to residue. Occasional use may be fine, but relying solely on supermarket fuel can slowly sabotage engine performance. Number 7. Gulf. Gulf is one of those legacy brands with a strong historical reputation, but its current state is far less consistent. Many Gulf branded stations in the US and Europe are operated independently, with limited oversight into fuel sourcing, storage quality, and maintenance protocols. As a result, customers may find significant differences in gasoline performance between Gulf stations in the same city. Gulf is not a top-tier certified brand in many regions, and the lack of detergent additives in its base-grade gasoline has become a recurring theme in driver complaints. Furthermore, mechanics often advise that older or budget-tier Gulf stations may not properly maintain underground storage tanks, which can result in fuel contamination or poor octane performance. While Gulf's name still carries weight with older generations of drivers, the brand's lack of modern standards and accountability makes it an unreliable option for maintaining engine cleanliness and longevity. Number 8. Love's Travel Stops. Love's is a massive player in the US truck stop and highway fueling market, servicing both commercial and private vehicles with convenience and speed. While great for long-haul drivers looking for quick fill-ups, Love's is not always the best option for fuel quality, particularly for passenger vehicles with modern sensitive fuel systems. Many Love stations prioritize diesel over gasoline, and their gasoline blends often lack the additive-rich formulations found in top-tier certified brands. Mechanics point out that Love's fuel doesn't always meet the performance needs of newer direct-injected or turbocharged engines, especially when traveling through regions with variable fuel supply quality. Given the high volume, low oversight nature of these locations, the fuel you get may have spent more time in underground tanks than it should, or been subjected to higher contamination risk due to rapid throughput. If you're taking a road trip and need to refuel, Love's will get you moving, but it's not the place to fuel your car consistently. Number 9. Valero. Valero is a mid-sized American fuel brand that's common in southern and southwestern states, but it often flies under the radar when it comes to quality assurance. Valero gasoline does not appear on the top-tier list in most regions, and its premium fuel options are inconsistently available depending on the station. Valero's network is composed of a mix of corporate and independently owned stations, which contributes to varying fuel quality and customer experience. Mechanics frequently observe that drivers who use Valero long-term are more likely to suffer from symptoms like sluggish acceleration, lower MPG, and pinging under load, particularly in cars that require higher octane fuel. Because of its emphasis on low pricing and limited emphasis on premium blends, Valero gas may not offer enough detergent or stability for modern combustion systems. If your car has high mileage or advanced emissions equipment, it's better to fuel up somewhere with proven additive protection. Number 10. Maverik. Maverik, a growing regional gas station chain primarily found in the western US, markets itself around adventure, outdoor lifestyle, and affordability. However, many of its stations are not tier certified, and fuel quality varies significantly from one location to another. While Maverik's fuel might be acceptable for older or low-performance vehicles, it often lacks the enhanced detergents and consistent formulation needed for modern engines. Additionally, some locations have been flagged by consumers for poor pump maintenance, unclear fuel labeling, and low-grade fuel that leads to engine hesitation and reduced fuel economy. Mechanics in Utah, Idaho, and Nevada have noted an uptick in fuel system complaints among drivers who rely on Maverik as their primary station. Unless you know a specific location is well maintained and partnered with a major supplier, you may want to stick to more established national brands when possible. Number 11. QuikTrip. QuikTrip, commonly referred to as QT, is a well-known convenience store chain that also sells gasoline at hundreds of locations across the southern and midwestern U.S. While the brand enjoys a strong reputation for customer service and cleanliness, some mechanics have expressed concern about the inconsistency of their fuel, particularly the performance of their premium grades. Several automotive experts have noted that QT's premium fuel doesn't always seem to deliver the expected boost in power or knock resistance for engines that require higher octane. Part of the issue lies in their variable sourcing and the use of single-hose dispensing systems, which can mix regular fuel residue into premium purchases and dilute the octane content. Additionally, not all QuikTrip stations participate in the top-tier program, and that means their fuel may not have the detergent load as other high-performance brands. For most drivers using standard engines, QT might be fine. But if you drive a turbocharged or high-compression vehicle that depends on accurate, clean fuel blends, QuikTrip can be a risky long-term choice. Number 12. Sunoco. Sunoco is a historic name in American motorsports and was once considered a gold standard in gasoline quality. However, in recent years, the brand has shifted to a licensing model, allowing independent operators to use Sunoco name while sourcing fuel and additives with far less oversight. As a result, there's a wide range in fuel quality depending on which Sunoco station you visit. Some still offer excellent fuel, while others operate like generic corner store gas stops with little emphasis on additives or equipment maintenance. Sunoco is no longer a top certified brand in many areas, and its regular grade gasoline may not meet the cleaning or performance standards recommended by modern automakers. Mechanics report that vehicles filled regularly at lower tier Sunoco stations often exhibit symptoms of carbon buildup, reduced mileage, and sluggish acceleration. While the brand still markets its ultra-tech fuel, it's not always available at every location, and there's no guarantee of consistent additive levels unless you specifically seek out premium gas-grade pumps. Unless you know you're at a high-quality site, the Sunoco name alone isn't enough to trust blindly anymore. 4 gas stations that are actually good. Number 1. Shell. Shell has built one of the most trusted reputations in the global fuel markets thanks to its focus on premium fuel blends and consistent quality control across regions. Their flagship premium fuel, Shell V-Power, is enriched with a nitrogen-based detergent package specifically designed to reduce gunk and carbon deposits in your engine's combustion chambers, valves, and injectors. It's especially beneficial for cars with direct injection, turbocharged systems, and engines that require high-octane fuel. Even if you drive an older or non-premium car, Shell's regular grade fuel tends to include higher than average levels of cleaning additives, which help prevent long-term buildup. Mechanics often recommend Shell to clients who want to maintain their vehicle's performance and fuel economy over time, and real-world users frequently report smoother idling and better throttle response after switching. One of Shell's biggest advantages is that its stations tend to be well-maintained and follow strict operational protocols, regardless of location. Whether you're filling up in the US, Germany, or Southeast Asia, you know what you're getting. If you're looking for fuel that doesn't just meet premium standards, but actually helps your engine run better, Shell remains one of the safest bets on the road. Number 2. Chevron. Chevron has earned its place as a go-to brand among mechanics and car enthusiasts alike, thanks largely to its patented Techron additive technology, found in both regular and premium fuel options. Techron is a polyether amine-based compound designed to dissolve carbon deposits and keep fuel systems clean. It's especially useful for modern engines where fuel passes through high-pressure injectors and combustion happens in tightly controlled cycles. Over time, carbon buildup can cause hesitation, loss of power, and even increased emissions. But Chevron's formula actively prevents and reverses these problems. Unlike some brands where premium fuel gets benefits, Chevron includes Techron in all grades, giving every customer access to protective cleaning agents regardless of budget. Independent lab results and user reviews consistently show improved performance, reduced knocking, and cleaner combustion in engines that run on Chevron. Add that to the company's long-standing top-tier certification, and you've got a station that backs up its claims with results. When it comes to balancing convenience, affordability, and quality, Chevron is an easy recommendation for anyone who wants better engine longevity. Number 3. Costco. While Costco may be known for bulk groceries than automotive excellence, its fuel stations have quietly built a reputation for offering high-quality gasoline at unbeatable prices. Unlike other discount stations, Costco fuel is top-tier certified, meaning it meets the stringent standards for detergent additives endorsed by major automakers like Toyota, BMW, and GM. What makes Costco even more appealing is its incredible fuel turnover rate because they move so much volume daily. Their gasoline is fresher and less likely to be contaminated with water or sediment that can sit in underground tanks. Costco's pumps are also well maintained, and they typically offer both regular and premium grades that include the full suite of cleaning agents. For consumers who want to protect their engines but aren't willing to pay top-tier shelf prices, Costco strikes the perfect balance between cost and quality. Mechanics often report fewer issues from long-term Costco users compared to those who use no-name or low-cost alternatives. While you do need a membership and may have to wait in line, the value and engine protection you get in return is more than worth the effort. Number 4. Esso. Esso, the European branch of ExxonMobil, has established itself as a premium fuel provider through its Synergy line of fuels, which includes enhanced detergents and friction-reducing additives. Available in both standard and high-octane versions, Esso Synergy fuels are engineered to not only meet and exceed European fuel standards like EN 228, offering better combustion quality and long-term protection for modern engines. Car enthusiasts and mechanics in Germany, the UK, and France regularly recommend Esso Supreme Plus or Synergy Supreme 99 for turbocharged and performance vehicles. Though even their base fuel options provide above-average cleanliness benefits, Esso stations tend to be clean, modern, and clearly labeled, which makes it easier for customers to choose the right fuel for their car. The brand also invests heavily in research and partnerships, ensuring their fuel continues to evolve with new engine technologies. For European drivers looking for a dependable, performance-oriented fill-up that won't compromise their engine over time, Esso is one of the most consistent and respected options available. So, what does all this mean for you as a driver? It means that your car is only as good as what you put into it. While every gas station might claim to meet national standards, there's a world of difference between fuel that barely clears the legal bar and fuel that's actively helping your engine last longer. The next time you're pulling off the highway or topping off the tank before work, ask yourself, am I fueling for convenience or am I fueling for quality? Because in the long run, your engine knows the difference. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment below. Which station do you trust? Which ones have you sworn off forever? We want to hear from you. Until next time, drive safe, fuel smart, and take care of your ride.